All right, so I'm now here with the guys from Locked Up Lynchburg. If you all will introduce yourselves.
Yeah, my name's Dusty Miller,
And I am Mike Morrison,
and we have another owner, Ryan Colkin, who is not with us right now.
luckily.
All right, so how would you all describe Locked Up Lynchburg?
Well, it's fun. It's fun for team building. The whole concept is the escape room concept, which started out as an iPhone game, and then it became a live interactive room game. Started in the Eastern world like most things do, and when it got here to America, Los Angeles, New York, DC, so now it's trickling down to smaller cities, and we've really enjoyed the market. It's been a lot of fun here in Lynchburg.
What created the idea behind Locked Up Lynchburg?
I think there was multiple things that created the idea. Us three business owners, we've been meeting probably once a month for the last, 2 or 3 years. And we just get together, have coffee, and talk about, what we could open, what we could, do as friends, and we're kind of all young entrepreneurs. And one of Dusty's brothers actually went to an escape room somewhere else, and he called Dusty and was like, you guys should check this out. It's an awesome concept. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. And then I think we were even talking to my dad, and my dad was like, what are you guys doing? Like, why aren't you doing this? Like, try and do it, Like, you got, all of you are creative and kind of business savvy in some sense. So I think from that day, we kind of just jumped in full force, and that's kind of like the background of how it started and kind of how we got here.
And Lynchburg's the perfect city for it. Such a college town. All these kids are looking for something to do, and hopefully we're going to provide that for them.
Yeah.
So whenever I was actually on Yelp or something trying to find something to do whenever my girlfriend came up here, and I actually saw Locked Up Lynchburg and something else that was almost the exact same. Did you all have a different version of Locked Up Lynchburg before?
Yeah, so no, Locked Up is our own. It's not a franchise, but more people are starting to catch on to the fact that it's a good business in the area. So I know DC and Charlotte have some. There's some in Richmond. Charlottesville has one. So it's starting to come up around the smaller cities. But we're our own, so we don't partner with anybody else.
Yeah, we come up with all our own clues, our own, we built everything in this place, and like the pallet board behind us and everything in the rooms we made all ourselves. So yeah, I guess we're pretty happy with that, and we love it, right? So
It's definitely a good thing to be able to do all that by yourself.
yeah,
So how long does it take to come up with a completed room?
that's a good question.
Yeah, we kind of do it slowly. So our goal is every 2 months to have a brand new room. So we'll tear one down and we'll build a new theme. But it kind of happens. Sometimes I wake up at 2 a.m. and I thought of something and I'll write it down. Sometimes we're driving down the road and see something, and that would be great in an escape room. So we try not to stress ourselves out by doing it in 1 week.
Yeah.
It's just a slow progression of things. And one thing that's been really cool is we've gotten to know a lot of businesses in the area, and they've donated a lot of things to us. So they came and did a room and they enjoyed it.
Yep.
And so they said, we're getting rid of this stuff. So that really helps us think about our themes, which is really what we enjoy about the room is the decorating. Our wives help a lot with that because we're more the clue guys, they're the decor.
Yeah.
But that helps to know what clues we're going to put in the room, knowing what items we have in there.
And I think usually the best starting point for us is creating a theme. So that kind of gives us the overall picture of what the room's going to look like, what it's going to entail, how it's kind of going to function, and then from there we get to more of the detailed stuff. And Dusty's really good at that, getting kind of the clues and the linear progressions or the abstract themes, or depending on what it's going to be like. So I think the base is, the theme, and once we get the theme, then from there we rock and roll.
Yeah.
So whenever I was here, there were three times you could call for help. So during that time, you all came up, and in like 3 seconds, you knew what to tell us. So you all, how hard is it to know that inside out that well?
I think us as owners, we have it on the back of our hands now, right? We've been through the rooms. I mean, we go through them every hour and reset them up for everyone, and we're in there all the time talking with people, and we created them, right? So that really helps knowing what clues next, where people are going, and usually people will also get stuck on the same clues. So there's kind of always certain points in the hour where people get stuck or things they get stuck on, and we also watch people on camera. I know that sounds kind of creepy, but we watch them so that we can kind of help them say like, hey guys, it'd be a good idea, take a clue now, or hey, don't do that, or hey, this will help you. So when we get in the room, we kind of have a good idea of where they're at, and we love interacting with the people in the room. So we, joke around and have fun with them in the room as well, which is part of the business. So we want people to enjoy themselves while they're here, and so
yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we know exactly, like you said, we're watching on video, so we know what clue that you need before you even ask us for a clue. So we're ready to give it. We don't want people to sit there for 20 minutes and be frustrated. So whenever they're at that point where they're hung up, that's usually when we might even buzz in. You sure you don't want that clue yet? Because you might need it.
So what are some big challenges you all face when changing rooms and puzzles?
The biggest challenge is making it challenging for 4 people, but not making it too easy for 10. So our rooms hold up to 10 people, and we still want it to be challenging for 10. So we have to find a way to make it challenging for that big range of from 4 to 10, which it can be tough. But I think we've done a pretty good job with it. We don't have a lot of people getting out before 50 minutes, and we don't have people that are only 2 clues out of 10. It's usually a very good balance that we have right now, but I think that's the hardest challenge is thinking about how to challenge a different group of people.
Yeah, I think also keeping it fresh, right? Like we have 3 rooms right now that we have a lot of cool and authentic and creative ideas in each of them. I think creating another room is exciting to us. New challenges of what else can we make, what else can we create, what else can we trick people's minds with. So that as well, that is also a tough part in keeping it fresh and new, right? Because our previous clients, they don't want to come back in and see a lot of the same things in a new room, right? That would be boring, and we don't want to give that to them. We want everything to be new and everything to be, creative. So we're really looking forward to that in the next couple rooms that we're going to do. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Do you all think you all will have rooms according to the time of year, for example, Halloween or Christmas?
Yep, absolutely. We're going to have a theme room around those times. I think Halloween's the one that we're pretty excited about. A lot of people have asked us, are your rooms scary? People compare it to Saw. They're kind of afraid going into it, which is nothing like that. It's really just fun team building. But then some people are like, I wish it was. Yeah. So I think there is that audience who's looking for a little bit of a scare factor. So that'll be fun to do for Halloween. But we're not that's not how the rooms usually are, because we want it to be family friendly and good for corporate businesses, things like that. But Halloween, Christmas, maybe Valentine's Day, little lovey-dovey room. Yeah. So we'll have to see. But like he was saying, we're going to try to keep it fresh, and if people want to come in during that time.
Can't give away too many of our secrets,
Oh yeah, of course. So what's your favorite part about Locked Up Lynchburg?
Too easy.
The people, for sure. We get to meet so many people from different youth groups around, different businesses, different sports teams that are traveling into Lynchburg for the weekend. It's so fun, and we'd never get to meet these people if we didn't start this business. Yeah. And we just get to mingle with them out here while they're waiting to get into the room. We've had great conversations, and like I said before, these people that we've met have enjoyed it so much that they donate stuff to the next room. So that's been really fun for us.
Yeah, same thing as what Dusty saying, the people, right? Like, I think that's why we love doing this business, is because we're people, if that makes sense. And, we just enjoy people walking through the door. I think one of my favorite things is honestly seeing the 3 generations of a family. You have the grandparents, the parents, then the kids, and they're all coming in and doing the room together. And that's just awesome. Like seeing families get together and seeing them being able to do something all together, and it being fun and enjoyable, right? So, and we have a photo wall in here, and we take pictures of everyone that comes in, and that kind of reminds us of everyone that we've met and, the fun times we've had. So I think that's been, a real blessing and been awesome.
Yeah, when they come back in for that second room and you recognize them, you're back, good luck this time, and we get to joke around with them, and it's been awesome. We've been 3 months in, and we're loving it.
I think that helps, with us being owners, also working in front desk, right? Yeah. So when someone comes in, customer comes in, they're seeing like the backbone of the company, which is what we wanted. We wanted us to be the face of everything, because we know that we're putting in the best effort we can, and we're doing the best we can, and we want to have fun with people, right? And meet people and, get connected in Lynchburg, and so hopefully this is doing it. Hopefully people are having fun while they do it, while they come here,
So say me and some friends are interested about doing a room at Locked Up Lynchburg. What do we need to know, and what should we do?
Yeah, I can, I guess I'll talk about
Yeah, yeah.
kind of the price side, and then you can, so the best thing to do is either you can call us, on our phone, or you can email us. Our best email to get in contact with us is info@lockeduplynchburg.com. The prices vary depending on what you wanna do. It's $18 per person. If you book a full room of 10, a lot of people like to book a full room, that way they have it by themselves. If you book a full room of 10, it's $150 total for the room, which equates to $15 per person if you're bringing 10 people. So usually people like to do that because they like to have the room by themselves. If you're looking to do a private event, we charge $150 for the room for the hour, plus an extra $50 of private rental fee. So total would be $200 for the hour, varying if you're staying here longer to eat lunch, doing more rooms. You know, generally the cost will differ from there. So
Yeah, and you mentioned you can either call or email, but you can see it just on our website too. It's at lockeduplynchburg.com, and there's a reservations tab up top, and you can see all the different slots of each room and what's available.
yeah, you can book right there or
Yeah.
on your phone. Or
Yeah, just book out like it's PayPal. And then the rooms are an hour each, so you'd want to delegate an hour of your time for this. So it really just depends on the themes, which you can, on our website, you can see the different themes that we offer, see which one you think you'd want to try off with, the easy one, the medium, the hard one. So it really varies on how many people you have, depending on what room you want to do.
All right, and could you tell me about the leaderboard?
Yeah, so right now we have 3 rooms, and we recognize the top 3 times on each room. The first month that we were open, we did a little promo at the top overall time across all 3 rooms. We gave $500 cash, which was a lot of fun because they were one of our favorite groups. They had 19 kids between them, and all 30 of them came in to get that $500 cash reward. So that was
It was crazy.
That was chaotic, but it was a lot of fun. So it's a lot of fun when they get, let's say someone does a room and they get second place. We get to walk them down and adjust the leaderboard. They get to see it right there. They get their pictures with it. So I think it gives us something a little extra that motivates them to try to, before they go into a room, they know I have to beat 48 minutes and 41
Yeah.
seconds.
I think that's my favorite part. Whenever we kind of debrief everyone before the room, I said, who knows the top time for your guys' room, you know? And there's always someone who knows, yeah, it's 38:02, we have to beat 38:02, you know?
Yeah.
So they have a goal they got to go for, and that's a part of the leaderboard, right? Or like yourself, you walked in and you're like, oh, come on, man, someone beat us off the leaderboard. So
Yeah.
that's fun too, you know, seeing people come back and being like, what? I thought our time would stay. We should be on the leaderboard. So that's fun as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Have you ever had anybody who was on the leaderboard and then got kicked off and then came back to try to beat it again and get back on it?
If you do the same room twice, then you don't get to go on the leaderboard.
Oh,
Otherwise, they
gotcha.
get in 2 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we know, like, we'll watch the video, and if they skip right to clue 6, we'll just, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can only do it the first time is the only time you can get on the leaderboard.
Cool. Well, like I said, thank you guys so
Yeah.
much, and
Problem.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it, Chris.
I think, yeah, and like Dusty was saying, the best way to kind of connect with us is through our website.
Yeah.
Whether they want to reserve a room, all our social media is on there, room info, booking, you know, it's pretty easy on there. So that's the best way for someone to kind of overall get connected with us.
Yep.
And then obviously come in and see
Meet
us.
us,
We'd
yeah.
love to meet you, you
Yeah.
know, whoever
It's our
you
favorite
are. You know?
well, thank you guys
Yeah,
very much.
no
thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.